Sometimes you find the news, and sometimes the news finds you.
All stations can keep up. At Adaba FM, we'll not only give you news at the speed of nanosecond, but we also break it down with up-to-date analysis, informed opinions, and distinct professionalism. That's why you love us. Adaba 88.9 FM, your go-to station.
It's 3 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Adeola Adekunle with Adaba News at 3. In the news, Presidential Tribunal dismisses requests for live coverage of proceedings. Buhari inaugurates 650,000 barrel a day Dangote refinery. Oyebanji pays gratuity to Ekiti State pensioners.
This is the news.
The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal has dismissed the application for live coverage of court proceedings at the resumed sitting in Abuja on Monday. The chairman of the tribunal, Justice Aruna Samani, said the application by the PDP and Labour Party lacked merit. The court held that no regulatory framework or policy direction permitted it to grant such application. It also held that allowing cameras in the courtroom is a major judicial policy that must be supported by the law. Besides, the court held that the request was not part of any relief in the petitions before it, saying it was merely hinged on sentimental claim that it would benefit the electorate. It maintained that the petitioners failed to establish how televising the proceedings would advance their case, adding that such live broadcast would not have any utilitarian value to add to the determination of the petitions. Meanwhile, the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and the ruling All Progressives Congress have opposed the move to consolidate the 3 different petitions that are seeking to nullify the outcome of the 2023 presidential election. Tinubu, through his team of lawyers led by Akin Olujimi, maintained that merging all the petitions would adversely affect his ability to effectively defend all the issues that were raised against him by the petitioners. The Presidential Election Petition Court had disclosed its intention to consolidate all the petitions. The Justice Aruna Samani-led 5-member panel of the court said it was empowered by paragraph 50 of the first schedule to the Electoral Act to merge all the petitions and determine them together. It gave counsel for all the petitioners the permission to consult their clients and report back to it with the outcome of the meeting. Consequently, at the resumed proceedings on Monday, Tinubu's lawyer argued that the provision of the Electoral Act the court referred to was not absolute. Counsel to the APC, Charles Edosonwa, also argued that consolidating the petitions would be against the interest justice. In the meantime, the Supreme Court has reserved ruling in a case by the People's Democratic Party seeking the disqualification of President-elect Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima, the Vice President-elect. They reserved the judgment to May the 26th. The PDP had urged the Apex Court to reverse the Court of Appeal judgment led by Justice James Abondaga, which held that the party failed to establish its local standing. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari has inaugurated Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Ibejuleki, Lagos, while speaking at the occasion, which was attended by heads of state from Ghana, Togo, Niger, Senegal, and a representative of the President of Chad. Buhari said the refinery will enable Nigeria achieve self-sufficiency in refined products and even have surplus for export. The president described the feat as a significant milestone for Nigeria's economy and a game changer for the downstream petroleum products market in the entire African region. He explained that the petroleum industry constitutes larger percentage to the Nigeria's revenue generation.
Economy, which has been stressed for many decades by huge deficits in economic infrastructure and over a decade of insurgency, has also been severely impacted by several external crises, including the global financial crisis, the collapse of oil prices, the coronavirus pandemic, and the Russia-Ukraine war. To provide basic infrastructure without resorting to huge borrowings. Our government, therefore, took the decision to focus attention on creating an enabling environment for the private sector to thrive and fill the enormous gap in investments, not only in infrastructure, but also in all critical sectors.
Buhari commended Alhaji Aliko Dangote's leadership in executing the 650,000 barrels per day refinery. He urged other entrepreneurs to emulate his example in driving economic growth and realizing Nigeria's economic potential. Meanwhile, the president, Dangote Industries Limited, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, said the first product of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals will be in the market before the end of July this year. Dangote spoke while giving the welcome address at the inauguration of the 650,000 barrels per day refinery in Lagos State on Monday. He explained that the first goal of the refinery is to ramp up production of the various products to ensure that within this year it fully satisfy the nation's demand for higher quality products.
The refinery will also make available to our industries vital raw materials for a wide range of manufacturers in the plastics, pharmaceuticals, food, beverages, packaging, construction, and many other industries. Second, while the refinery operation and ancillary businesses will generate massive job opportunities, the downstream value chain will equally provide far more absorptive capacity for labor in the hundreds of thousands.
Dangote said the main goal is to enable Nigeria eliminate the tragedy of import dependency and stop once and for all toxic and substandard petroleum products from being dumped in Nigeria's market. You're listening to Adaba FM News at 3 on 88.9. Transmitting from Ilaramoki. After the break, Oyebanji pays gratuity to Ekiti State pensioners. Details in the second part of the bulletin. Join us again.
You can place your business and brand adverts on Adaba 88.9 FM online platforms, at Adaba FM TV, on YouTube, Adaba 88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 315,000 overall. Call these numbers today to push your market before that audience. Kadzim on 080-30414344 or Hazan on 080-650-77920 or Feyi on 0814-138-8719 or Temi on 080-66766-944. You can place your business and brand adverts on Adaba 88.9 FM online platforms, at Adaba FM TV, on YouTube, Adaba 88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 315,000 overall. Call these numbers today to push your market before that audience. Kadzim on 080-30414344 or Hazan on 080-650-77920 or Feyi on 0814 1388719 or Temi on 080 You can place your business and brand adverts on Adaba 88.9 FM online platforms at Adaba FM TV on YouTube, Adaba 88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 315,000 overall. Call these numbers today to push your market before that audience. Kazim on 080 3041444.
Live streaming, visit our website www.adaba889.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/AdabFM88.9 on Facebook, at Adaba889FM on Instagram, and Adaba FM TV on YouTube. To provide us information, you can reach us via email newsroom@adaba889.fm. Until the rest of the bulletin, the leadership of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NERD, has suspended its one-week warning strike. The president of the association, Dr. Emeka Oji, said the strike was suspended for 2 weeks after reaching some agreement with the government on Friday. However, he said the doctors will meet again on the 2nd day of June this year to review progress made, with the agreement signed, after which the association will decide on their next line of action. The resident doctors had reached an agreement with the federal government over the 5-day warning strike it embarked upon. On May the 17th, NERD began a 5-day warning strike to press home its demands after a 14-day ultimatum to the government lapsed. The doctors are demanding, among other things, the payment of all salary arrears for their members, as well as the immediate upgrade of infrastructure in public hospitals. Ekiti State Governor Biodo Ibanji has said his administration will prioritize payment of gratuity and pension to retired government workers, both at state and local government levels. Ibanji spoke at the presentation of about 900 million naira gratuity check to states and local government retirees in Ado-Ekiti. He noted that payment of retired workers' entitlements remains a top priority of his administration. The governor said government would work out modalities to offset the over 40 billion naira gratuity debt.
I therefore use this moment to congratulate those whose turn it is to receive their retirement benefit today. I salute your courage, I salute your perseverance, and I salute your patience. I stand before you today to reiterate my commitment of administration to the welfare of all Ekiti citizens. We are passionately committed to utilizing available resources to the greatest advantage, pleasure, and comfort of our people.
Chairman Nigeria Union of Pensioners in Ekiti State, Joel Akinola, said the achievement of the governor in payment of gratuities was unprecedented.
It has never happened before in the history of this state. It has never happened. For the pensioners to be so favored, the governor graciously attended to the plight of state pensioners by giving them checks. God has promised this state that it shall be well with us. And that is why we are having
192 state pensioners and 94 local government retirees got their gratuities after many years of waiting. Sports. The Ondo State chapter of the Sport Writers Association of Nigeria has congratulated the state government, management, technical staff, players, and supporters the Club of Sunshine Stars for the club's qualification for the Super 6 playoff. Sunshine Stars qualification for Super 6 was only certified on the last day of the league with a convincing 3-0 win over Dakada FC in Akure, A statement by the association's caretaker chairman, Olufemi Dairo, and secretary, Adewale Momo, says the success was as a result of hard work, dedication, commitment, and prayers of all concerned at the club. The statement urges the players to continue in high spirit and not relent on their oars as they prepare for the Super 6 playoff. It appreciates the Commissioner for Sports, Bamdele Ologunloluwa, and Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu for their relentless effort, support, and encouragement for the team to achieve success. And now to end at about News at 3, a recap of our top stories. We told you that the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal has dismissed the application for live coverage of court proceedings. President Muhammadu Buhari has inaugurated Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Ibejuleke, Lagos, saying it will enable Nigeria achieve self-sufficiency in refined products and even have surplus for export. And Ekiti State Governor Abiodun Oyèbánjí said his administration will prioritize payment of gratuity and pension to retired government workers, both at state and local government levels. That's at about News at 3. It was edited by Olasukomi Elujoba. I'm Adeola Adekunle. Thank you so much for listening. Good afternoon.